What's going on, everybody? I'm back again, talking again about more Samsung phones, but I highly doubt that they'll be announcing them next week at the event, only because it seems like these phones won't be available in North America. They'll be more Europe, Middle East, India, that area over there. It's three different types of Samsung Galaxy phones. One is the Galaxy A10, which is the lowest model, the Galaxy A30 mid-range, and then the Galaxy A50, which is pretty jacked up. I mean, not to the extent of the specifications that I was talking about the Galaxy S10 Plus, but let me just get to it. The Galaxy A10, it's just weird to say A. It comes with a 6.2-inch HD resolution screen. I don't have anything about the resolution numbers itself, but that's pretty much what it says. It says that it's going to have the Exynos 7884B octa-core 1.6 gigahertz. Alright, well, that is kind of the low range for Samsung. It is only going to have 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of internal memory, but it's going to have a whopping 4,000 mAh battery. I mean, compared to the Galaxy S10 and the specs that I was telling you the other day, that is definitely bigger. I mean, it does have a 6.2-inch resolution, but I'm guessing that the 4,000 mAh battery is making up for the fact that it's not going to have an 8nm chip like the Galaxy S10. So it's going to use more battery. So anticipate the fact that this phone will actually burn through the battery faster than the Galaxy S10. And it is going to have a micro USB port, so the older version for the charger. The rear camera is going to be 13 megapixel and the front camera is going to be 5 megapixel. So obviously right there we're talking about the lower range of the three phones. And it's going to come in black and gold, two different colors. The Samsung Galaxy A30, on the other hand, that one's going to have a 6.4-inch Super AMOLED display with 2340 by 1080 resolution. Okay, so that right there still shows you that it is a lower spectrum display as compared to the Galaxy S10. Even as compared to the Galaxy S9 as well. It's going to have 3 gig version and a 4 gig version. So if you want to coin up a little, you get the extra gig of RAM. You're going to be able to choose between the 32 gig or 64 gig memory. And it is actually going to have a micro SD slot that, supports 512 extra gigs if you're looking for it. Again, 4,000 mAh battery, but this one's going to have a USB-C charging port as compared to the micro USB that I just talked about. This one's actually going to have a fingerprint sensor on the back. So again, we're talking about older specifications from older Samsung phones. The rear camera is going to be 16 megapixel and the front is going to be an ultra wide 5 megapixel. No, I got that wrong actually. It's going to have a 16 megapixel and a 5 megapixel camera at the same time on the rear. Sorry, the front is going to be a 16 megapixel as well. Well, there you go. I mean, they're bumping it up a little bit on the camera angle on that one. So with this phone, you'll be able to do those depth pictures where it blurs out the background. This is going to come in 3 different colors, black, white, and blue. The last is the Samsung Galaxy A50, and this one has the best specs out of all of them. It has a 6.4-inch Super AMOLED display with 2340 by 1080. It's the same exact display as in the A30. But this one has a Exynos 9610 compared to Galaxy A30, which has the 7904. It definitely takes a step up because this one's a 2.3 gigahertz and the other one is a 1.8 gigahertz. You can see the difference right there easily. Now, the storage is completely different. It's a 64 and a 128, and this one also has a micro SD slot that can hold 512. It is going to be available with 4 or 6 gigs of RAM. So, I mean, you can definitely see on how this is the better phone. But it only has the 4,000 mAh battery. So the upgrade in the processor hopefully will make the difference with the battery saving. This one's going to have a fingerprint sensor in the screen, in the display. So now we're boosting it up a little bit like to the Galaxy S10 specs that I was talking about. The rear camera is going to have two 25 megapixel, 25, and 5 megapixel. Actually 3, and an 8 megapixel. If these specs are correct, it's just weird to see a front-facing camera with 25 megapixel. That is definitely strange. And it also comes in black, white, and blue. So again, these phones, I'm not expecting to even see them in my hand because I don't think they're going to be available in North America. So don't expect to see it or hear about it from the event next week. But we will be hearing about the other phones that I was talking about. Probably the Galaxy Tab S5e. We're also going to see the Buds and some new smartwatches and hopefully some other things. So, till then, I'll talk to you later, guys.